When I talk to you about transferring an image, you know it's going to be a big job because you have to figure out a way of taking your image, your photo image, gridding it out, and then gridding out the actual area you're transferring it to. And so oftentimes you can spend a long time trying to do it by hand. And that part of the process has to be done completely by hand. But I have a shortcut for you that I think you will find to be really helpful. And so we're going to take a look at it now. But before we begin, I want to remind you to like and subscribe wherever you are, and please post comments on your Facebook or YouTube if you're looking at me, the Judith 3D Creative Zone, on either of those platforms. So let's begin.
Hello, Judith Reedy. This is the image I decided to work with. And I did do a drawing of it, but I really want to grid it out really carefully and I decided that I was going to show you a technique in doing this. I start by making rectangles, and I have the rectangles. I'm going to make a rectangle on here. It's going to be with no fill, but a rather thick line. And I start at 3,000, and I also make sure that the square is an even number that's easy to divide. 6,000 by 6,000 is simple. So I start at 3,000 here, and I go all the way down to the bottom, and then across over. Make sure it's 6,000 there, and right, I don't want to go too far, and I want it to be just a little bit there. Now, let me see if we can see it. I think we're going to have to move this down just a tad so we can see it. Yes. So we have one rectangle made. So the next thing I do is I copy this one rectangle and I paste it. And I take the one that I've pasted and there it is. Except I have to change it a little. I think it's just a little bit too. That's okay. All right, so now we have our two rectangles that way. We're going to print one more rectangle. I just printed that one. And we're going to move it. Oops, just a minute, I got to get rid of that. I really should undo that rectangle. I don't know if this will work. I'm going to go up to the top here, right there. Let's see if I can grab this one. Yes, I grab that and I put it so the dot is right in the middle at the 3,000. And now I've broken it into 4 parts. Now I'm going to take this one in the middle that I just moved, and I'm going to copy that one. And this time, though, and then I'm going to paste it. Okay, and so now I have this one, and I'm going to take it, but I'm not going to move it. I'm going to go like this. And now you can see I've got it almost done. So there, now the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this one that I have right here. and I'm going to paste it. And then I'm going to move it up to the top. And just like that, I have a beautiful grid on my Photoshop program, and I could print it if my printer, if I wanted to, but I'm probably going to work from this grid and do my drawing from this grid. But so what I want to do is save it, save as, with grid, and then save it as that's a photo, and then I'm going to save it as a JPEG. And there it is. And that is a very simple way in which we can make a grid. You can do this on a number of things. For that matter, if you had other images, you could take the top section and save those all together as a group. Let's see, where does it say group? Group. And now that all is one group. And all you could just change your photo in the back and do it that way, and you'd have the grid nice and ready there. That's your group. So I hope this is something you think about. Not all of you, I know, have the program, but some of you do, and I thought it would be useful for you to see how you could change it out. Actually, I do have one other photo that I was thinking of doing this with, and maybe what I'll do is I will place another photo in here, and I will see if I can do this. I don't know if I can. We'll see. I think that's this one. Yes. Now, when I place it, you see it's at the top. We don't want it to be placed at the top. We want it underneath, so we got to move this there. And then we can grab it. It's not quite, but it'll work. For my purposes. Now, I might want to do some other things with this other one, adjustment. Let's see. Let's say I want to control the brightness, make it lighter. Maybe I want to increase. Nope, brighter. Let's see, how can I adjust this? Let's see, I might not want to do that. Let's see what else I can do. I could let's go back to our layers. And whoops.
Well, you can see how you could change images, you can lighten and darken them, but you can have that grid and it's done for you. You don't have to completely do a grid every time. And that was for a square image, but you could also make this for other rectangles, other shapes, and save them as even a grid. You could take that group and save it just by itself and then add it to various images that you have. So it's a really wonderful simplified way to be getting ready to use the grid method and transfer it to your canvas or your paper or whatever you're going to be working on. So I wanted to show you that. Those of you who are
Hello.
in my drawing class, not my drawing class, my color foundation class, I think you'll like the fact that I have a new unit where I'm changing the hue from, let's say, a blue iris to a yellow iris to a red iris, but keeping the value relationships accurate so that you can actually still read the form. And I will be explaining to you how that's done in that new Unit 3. And I only show 4. I think there's like 7 images in that unit, so it'll be a great, for those of you already in the course, just go back, look at it, check it out, and continue working. And then, of course, those of you who are a little uncomfortable still with mixing your own colors, I have the perfect essentials course for you. 7 essential simple tricks to mix color. And it will show you the basic primary, the 3 basic primaries in a warm and cool of each, how to select which primary to select if you want a very intense secondary or a more muted secondary, and then also how to alter your colors with tints, tones, and shades, as well as complements. Plus, I'm going to talk to you about color vibration and desaturation just by placing colors next to each other. So there's a whole bunch of stuff related to color, and it's going to really get you ready to with these essentials. And of course, you can watch it on YouTube, not on YouTube, but on your on on the internet. You can watch it on your desktop. You can watch it also on your tablet and your phone, and at your leisure. So I think you'll really enjoy the course, and I think it'll be really helpful for you. And so until we meet again next week, I hope to see you all. And remember to like and subscribe because I always have little tidbits for you, and I think you'll really benefit and get a lot of things that will help you become the painter that you have always dreamt of being. So until then, happy painting.